play a little softball?
Just a little bit, yeah.
So where do you play a little softball?
I play ASU. Yeah.
All right, and you came here today. What were your expectations about what your personal trainer and physical therapist said was going to happen today?
He just said learning some balance, using the core, locking it in, and just feeling the ground, which I'm really excited to do.
And as a what position player?
Shortstop.
And so as a shortstop, balance and low to the ground is a bit important.
Yeah.
So we're going to find out. Okay, so you play a little what?
Softball.
Okay, where do you play softball?
I play at Colorado Christian University.
Mm-hmm. And what position did you play?
Outfield.
What weren't you expecting that you just experienced on the board?
I wasn't expecting any of that, if I'm being honest.
Specifically, what was it about it that surprised you while being on the board?
It surprised me how deep it went, too. Like the treadmill, it was fine walking, and like I was able to stabilize as I went. But here, it's hard to keep your center of gravity like right in the middle because you want to like lean every which way.
And as an athlete, why is your center of gravity important for you in your training and preparation?
Definitely when hitting in the box, you want to keep that stable position.
You just went from board to box and then up to the board and took some swings. What'd you notice?
I was definitely a lot more engaged, and my quad stayed activated the entire time. It was crazy. I felt a lot more powerful.
And what did you notice as your 4 or 5 swings went along? The first couple, you were a little bit on top of the ball?
Yes.
Right? And then what did you do with your shoulders?
I finally was able to balance out my shoulders and keep them engaged the whole time.
And then what happened when you kept the line straight on the shoulders?
Balls were flying.
AJ, what was your experience of being up on the board and swinging off the tee?
I think it felt really good when I like figured out how much like my leg or my hips were like in tune with my body, and like just being able to use my hips to hit, and it felt really good. Like even when it was like moving, it wasn't like as hard as I thought it would be.
I felt way more balanced in the box and definitely a lot more powerful. Like I felt like I could get a lot more like energy transfer from the ground into my swing.
Same thing with Meghan. Like the way like my like feet were in the ground, like it made it like the ball was coming slower like than it was. Like I was like pulling things because it was like, oh, my body's like in tune. So like my hands, like everything like worked faster.
Outfielder, and you were low to the ground just looking for those lights. What did you notice about having to go get those moving lights on the board?
It was definitely hard, especially as you're moving like laterally and it's like tilting you this way. It's really throwing you off. But as an outfielder, it's really good to keep like your center of gravity really low so you're able to react when you need to.
As a shortstop, what did you notice about this drill that could translate to shortstop?
I think just like learning how to use my legs more, because I like to use my long arms to bail me out sometimes, but if I would just get lower, like I bet I could get to a lot more balls. So like just doing that drill over and over would probably just help like loosen up my hips and be able to get lower and get the lights faster.